বাস ফুরিয়ে গেল।
ফুরিয়ে তো গেল, কিন্তু সেই খড়গপুতির কনস্ট্যান্ট খোঁজাচ্ছে গা গা গা।
ওটা মাইন্ড করিস না, কলকাতা থেকে বাইরে এলে লোকের বয়সটা একটু কমে যায়, বুঝলি না? বন্যরা বনে সুন্দর, শিশুরা মাতৃক্রোড়ে, বুঝো।
He just told me that he's going to make the film and he would like me to play the role of Oshim, and nothing more than that. And only thing that he said that he is the most successful in the worldly wise sense, and he has a natural leadership quality. I mean, he is the one who is at the helm of affairs.
বক না করে স্রেফ আমাকে ফলো কর।
ওকে বস।
The main plot structure, or rather the basis from which the plot springs, the four men going to a forest for a holiday, is there. But it's so much different from what Sunil wrote in the novel. Makes me think that it's almost a new creation. The first novel of Sunil Gavali, Atma Prakash, I read as soon as it was published. And when I read this novel, I immediately recognized that this is the picture of some of my friends whom I know.
Yeah, hello, all hippies.
I enjoyed it because of its contradictions, you know. Because he, being the most, as I said, the most equipped to lead the gang, but he had such ego problems, and he is being crushed by this woman.
আপনাকে ছুঁয়ে দেখতে ইচ্ছে করছে, রিয়েল কিনা।
বাচ্চাটা খেয়ে দেখুন।
His ego is being crushed, and he's sent to the path of being a real man, a decent man, a rational man, and get rid of his ego, or rather the unresolved ego problems.
তোমার কোনো বন্ধু নেই?
কেন থাকবে না?
ছেলে মানুষই করো না। তুমি কাউকে ভালোবাসো না?
এখনো না।
If a character is very straight and actor never enjoys doing that, the contradictions, the opposite things excites him.
হাতটা ছাড়ুন।
The Abhijan character was pretty difficult. Even Charulata in a way because of the emotional graph, but this one was even more subtle, I should say. The scene where they are taking a bath and the woman arrives there in her car.
That's most kind of you.
And the embarrassment. I mean that is very typical. I mean, I'm sure a Westerner wouldn't have been embarrassed like that in a swimsuit taking his bath. But for a Bengali middle class person, however much exposed he is to the modern things in life, he certainly, in front of a woman in a bath suit, would be feeling rather embarrassed. So to portray that very subtly was quite a challenge for me.
দেখলি পর কারেক্ট ইংরেজি বললাম, ভাগ ভাগ।
তুই এরকম বুঝিস না তো? দেখে ফেলেছি কি হয়েছে? আমি কিরকম স্মার্টলি গেলাম, ধরে নিলাম এটা ফ্রেঞ্চ রিভিয়েরা, আর আমি সুইমিং ট্রাঙ্ক পরে ঘুরে বেড়াচ্ছি।
থাম থাম থাম, তুই ছাড়া কি করে বুঝবি? পাটকুল, তোর কাছে স্টেক নেই?
ঠিক নেই। অ্যাটিটিউড দেখে মনে হয় ভেতো বাঙালি বুর্জুয়া, স্মার্টলি চান কর।
সাবান দে।
Well, we would start in the morning and finish by afternoon. He would do about 8 hours shooting at the most. If there isn't any evening or night scenes, if there is one, then we start a little late and finish by 10 o'clock or so. And we were free in the evening to roam in the forest, to go. In one such roaming, he accompanied us and saw a tiger. What you do in every shooting is just before taking the shot, you have a few rehearsals. His general ratio was 3:1. He would shoot, he would spend 3 negatives for one shot.
তবে
হবে তো?
না, আমি তোকে টাকা দেবো, আর এমনি দেবো। অমনি লোভ লেগেছে।
Well, in Calcutta, I won't say it was a lukewarm response, but I wouldn't also not call it a very enthusiastic response, because it was a little ahead of its time. The very strange cinematic devices that he used. I mean the intercutting process of the storytelling method. For instance, when the fairground, where all of them are participating, the story cuts back and forth from one set of characters to others.
আপনাকে আমার ভীষণ ভালো লেগেছে। প্রথমে আপনাকে দেখে মনে হয়েছিল কলকাতায় যেরকম পার্টি স্টার্টিজার নিয়ে মিট করি, আপনিও সেই রকম।
Which was not very much, familiar with the audience here. But it was very well received in Europe, at least. I don't know about America, because after a year or so, I was in London in a theater. Watching a theater. During the intermission, I came out and was having a drink when some Britishers approached me and said, "Weren't you in the days and nights in the forest? Aren't you Mr. Soumitra Chatterjee?" I said, "Yes." And they said, "Oh, what a wonderful film this is. This is the reflection of our time."
যত উঠবে তত নামবে।
I worked with, even in Kolkata, with a few directors who were very, very proficient in their job and who could help an actor as good as Satyajit Ray. But what made Satyajit Ray so different is his kind of I should say, an artistic, almost lyrical vision of life, which was very fascinating for me, at least. I always thought that I will get an opportunity next time when he makes a film, and I could pour down some of my sensibilities, some of my poetic feelings. I am a poet myself. I have a few books of poems to my credit, but I'm not satisfied with them. I thought that in my acting I could pour down some of the lyricism which Mr. Ray provides for me. Certainly, the first one is a kind of a soft corner because that was the first one, The World of Apu. But then, most of them had been so exciting for me to work with Mr. Ray, and now that I look back at the end of my life, and now that Mr. Ray is no more there, I have a kind of a feeling that I've been working in one film continuously for so many years.